Welcome to the Workamper Show, brought to you by Workamper.com. This podcast helps you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. Each one of our episodes will introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to work camping opportunities all around the U.S. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Today we're heading to the heart of California wine country to speak with a city official about work camping opportunity at an RV park connected to a local fairgrounds. This episode is sponsored by Workamper News. If you have more questions and answers when it comes to the work camping and RVing lifestyle, then Workamper News can help. Listen to their free work camping Q&A videos to get your questions answered. Each video answers questions submitted by folks just like you who are learning about the RV lifestyle, just getting started, or who've been work camping for a while. The videos cover topics like what kind of work camping jobs are out there, what do those jobs pay, tips for writing your work camper resume, questions to ask an employer, what type of RV is best, how to get your mail as an RVer, and much more. Listen to detailed answers now by watching the videos at www.workamper.com/answers. In the description of each video, you'll find a list of questions that were answered so you can quickly jump to the answers you want to hear. Check out the free Work Camping Q&A videos to get your questions answered today. Shelli Wright is the Fairgrounds Revitalization Director for the city of Calistoga, California, which is a small town of just over 5,000 people in Napa Valley. Shelli shares details about a beautifully refurbished RV park located on the grounds of the former Napa County Fairgrounds. Once shuttered, the fairgrounds have been brought back to life and now offer work campers a truly unique place to live and to serve. It is located just 2 blocks from downtown Calistoga and is surrounded by vineyards, spas, and gourmet restaurants. The 69-site RV park provides the perfect home base for exploring the upper Napa Valley while giving back to a community that values excellent hospitality and local charm. To tell us more about the RV park and what work campers are hired to do for the facility, please welcome Shelli Wright with the City of Calistoga to the show. Thanks for joining me today, Shelli. I appreciate the time. I understand that you folks have built a new RV park out of a fairground.
It's actually a fairgrounds that was called Napa County Fairgrounds that was shuttered in 2018. And the grounds were purchased from Napa County by the city of Calistoga, who has reopened the fairgrounds. So the RV park was actually there previously, but it has been revamped and reopened by the city of Calistoga.
How big is the park?
It is a 69-space park, and the fairgrounds itself is 70 acres.
That's a big park.
Yeah, it's really a cute little RV park. It is literally 2 blocks in from the city of Calistoga, which is part of the Napa Valley. And you can walk to town and have amazing 5-star meals, go to wineries, spas Calistoga is known for its mineral water. So for hot spring spas and mud baths and massages and a bunch of different resorts and amenities. And literally from the RV park, you can walk to town to do all of those things.
How cool is that?
Yeah. And there is even a transit called the Calistoga Transit, but it's brought to you by Napa Valley Transit Authority. And you can call and the bus will pick you up right at the RV park, or you can walk to town and then call the bus. It costs $1 to ride, and they'll take you back to the RV park and to a bunch of different wineries.
Oh, that's very cool. So are you folks hiring work campers to help run this park?
I did do an ad earlier this year on Workamper, and I got 2 wonderful hosts that were actually already from the Napa Valley, but a much different town about 30 minutes away. And they are the current hosts at the RV park. And they stay there and they greet guests. And they know the area very well. so they can help guests with any of the places they want to go and give directions and are there to make people's stays pretty wonderful there in the Upper Napa Valley.
Okay. So are you looking for Workampers later this year?
I'm not yet. It will depend on how busy we get over the summer season, whether or not another position opens.
Okay. So you're good for 2025, and you might be looking for people in 2026.
Correct.
Wonderful. What kind of jobs are they doing for you?
So the current host, he checks on and cleans the bathroom shower unit. He greets guests. He and his wife checks people in. And they do a little bit of watering, and then they just basically greet people and keep an eye on the grounds and make sure people feel comfortable and know what the amenities are in town.
Okay. How many hours a week are they typically putting in?
Oh gosh, probably somewhere less than 20, somewhere probably in the 10 to 20 hour a week range.
Okay. Are these all volunteers?
They're volunteer hosts that we're super excited to be able to stay in the Napa Valley area. It is an area where it's very hard to find housing, and the housing that you do find is pretty darn expensive.
Absolutely. It's a fun area to visit, so to be able to stay there for free would be a real benefit, I would imagine.
Yeah. And we have a local laundromat pretty close by and a nice little grocery store. In the next town over, St. Helena, there is a large Safeway grocery store. So there's plenty of amenities. You don't really have to go far to find everything you need in the area.
Are you hiring solos, couples, or families?
I didn't really have any type of real criteria as far as the type of host that I would get. I was pleased to have a couple come in because they help each other. One is really good at the computer program we use, and the other one is really good at helping any campers and watering and those kind of things. So it worked out really good. But I felt like I wanted the right friendly person for campers, not really specifics about the type of family that would come in.
So you'd be open to having a family come and serve?
I don't think that would be a problem. We also are a pet-friendly park. Somebody that had a dog would be okay too.
Okay, that's good to know. A lot of RVers travel with dogs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the only restriction we have on that is we don't want anybody just leaving their dog alone outside in an X-pen, which is typical for most RV parks. But other than that, we are a super dog-friendly city. In fact, most of the restaurants and all of that, you can actually bring your dog right in.
Oh my goodness, that's unusual.
Yeah.
Are these seasonal positions or year-round?
Year-round position.
All right. And are you requiring a specific time commitment from volunteers?
I hope that they would stay for a year or so. The hosts that are there right now, they right now have no intention of wanting to leave quickly. Their kids are from the Napa area, and they're very happy to be close by where they are. But no restrictions. I would hope that each host would stay 6 months to a year, just because it takes quite a bit to get them up and running and trained on the computer system for the RV park. But you also want to make sure your hosts are happy, and if they're looking for shorter stays, to go to another area, because a lot of people loves to do that and explore. I wouldn't be opposed to those things.
So you're typically hiring 2 work campers or 2 couples or somebody to run this park every day, correct?
Yep, that's right.
And they're
Yep.
setting their own schedules that they can take
Yep.
extra time off if they want to go explore the area, just as long
Yep.
as it's covered.
Yeah, and they usually will let me know if they're going to be gone for an extended period of time so that I can be around, and I usually put up a note with my cell phone number for campers so that they know that, how to get a hold of somebody if need.
What do you do for the city?
I am actually the fairgrounds revitalization director.
Okay.
And so my job is to get that fairgrounds back up and running. and to be an asset to the Upper Valley community for Napa.
It sounds like it already is. Are special
Yeah,
events
it really
planned?
is. Yeah, so we just did an Ag Day, which is basically an agricultural affair that housed exhibits, farm equipment, tractors, kids events, and had educational displays. And there is a sprint car racetrack on the grounds. In September, we are up for our first sprint car race since 2018.
How,
And that will be a large 2-day event that will be big. In fact, the RV park is actually totally sold out for that event.
how cool is that?
Yeah, it's way cool. It's called the Louis Vermeil Classic, and it is a very well-known sprint car race throughout the United States. And we're so excited to have sprint cars back at the Calistoga Speedway. We also have had a couple of jarapeos, which are Mexican rodeos with bulls and music and horses. And we are having a Father's Day car show here coming up at the second weekend in June.
That sounds like fun. Do you have a traditional fair planned at the fairgrounds?
We don't have a traditional fair. Our Ag Day agricultural fair was our fair for this year,
Okay.
and we are hoping that will grow over time.
Okay. When do you typically...
And that was on Memorial Weekend,
All right.
but
So
just happened.
just
Yeah.
ended. Very good. How do you typically acquire your work campers?
So I advertised in Workamper News this last time.
Okay.
And that I had a pretty good response of emails of people that were potentially interested. And so that was the only advertising that I did.
Mhm.
Ever, the hosts that I actually ended up getting were from the Napa Valley Expo, which is the state-run fairgrounds. In Napa, they had actually been there and they had heard about it, word of mouth, and ended up coming over, and that was the couple that was selected.
Okay. Are you looking for work campers with any special skills or qualifications?
I want to make sure that people are friendly and that they're kind to the people that come. We want to provide good customer service. And then I always appreciate people that have some attention to detail. And what I mean by that is that are paying attention to the guests who are coming to stay to make sure that their needs are met, that they're checking in people, that they're identifying any questions that they may have with regard to the community, and being able to make sure that people have a great stay, because we want them to be able to come back to the park, and we want them to be happy with their time spent in the Calistoga area.
I would imagine people who come to the park actually frequent the businesses there, so they love having all these RVers.
Absolutely. And the RV park in Calistoga also pays TOT tax, so transient occupancy tax, just like a hotel. So it is one of those important sites for the city, because that money then goes back into the fairgrounds and back into the RV park for renovations.
Very good. Are you looking for any special skill that you might need for a special project or something like that, that an RVer that might have those skills would consider applying?
There's always different RFPs, requests for proposals, that go out with the city for different types of construction that happen. So sometimes we will get contractors and people working on different projects in the area. A couple of different large hotels or resorts are coming in. There's 2 right now that are being planned. And sometimes people will come and stay and work for some of those type of construction projects going on.
Are the work campers involved in cleaning or doing any kind of like lawn maintenance?
No lawn maintenance. The landscapers do that, but they do clean the bathrooms and showers.
Okay. So that's pretty much the job, is to check in people, make sure they're having a good time, and keep the place looking good.
That
It's really easy. What's involved in the interviewing and hiring process?
For the interview, I usually meet with the hosts, give them a tour around the grounds. I want to make sure that they know what they're getting into, what space they would be staying in, all of those kind of things. I ask them to take a look around town to see what amenities are available and if it's a place where they would be able to stay. I usually do some type of informal interview, more like a conversation so that I can get to know them and they can get to know me. And then there actually is a live scan background that happens for the city, and then they sign a volunteer agreement.
It sounds like the interviews are done in person. Is that correct?
Yes. Now, I did do a couple of online Zoom interviews for some of the people that contacted me through Workamper News. And so we started there. And then the next step would have been, hey, come on down and come see the RV park and see if this is the kind of place that you would like to work.
Okay. What's the internet connection like or cell service in that area?
We did not opt to do internet service that is free for the RV park. Most campers that come in have satellite internet service, which is most of the time Starlink, although a couple of RVers that have come in have had some of those MoFi connections. And I also use Starlink at the fair office there, and it works great. Also, you should know that we have a couple of cell phone towers on the fairgrounds, so people get excellent reception right there on the grounds.
Is there one particular company that seems to work better than others?
No, I think there is both a Verizon tower and an AT&T tower, and we're looking to put in a T-Mobile tower right there. So pretty much any cell phone provider gets out.
Sounds like you got all the bases covered.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
If the Workampers are working less than 20 hours a week, that should give them plenty of time to do things in that area. What kinds of things can they do? I know it's wine country.
Yes, so wine tasting is a real big one. And then because Calistoga, which is known for its mineral water and spas, there is a bunch of hot springs. So you can go to the hot springs, you can take mud or mineral water baths, get a massage, lots of resort type situations. Some of the best food I have ever had comes right out of Calistoga. There are amazing restaurants, 5-star restaurants in the area, and also a great place to go with your kids. So exploring, there's good shopping right along Main Street. And then one of the things that Calistoga prides itself with is it is a major bike city. So if you bike or walk, you can get anywhere you want to go. And there is a trail called the Vine Trail that literally goes from Calistoga all the way to Napa. And you can ride your bike through every single one of those little towns and check out all of the towns with regard to the Napa Valley.
I can imagine there are a lot of quaint little places to go.
There are, definitely.
How far are you from San Francisco?
About 2 hours.
Is it easy for people to get there? Or is it just...
Yeah, it is. In fact, Calistoga has a lot of second homes from people from specifically San Francisco, but also the whole greater Bay Area.
Okay. What's one thing you wish all Workampers knew before they came to work for you?
Really, the biggest goal that I would have for a Workamper working for me is we want to make sure that the customer service for those guests coming into any park are happy and well served. And so I think customer service is really the number one goal for any Workamper.
Where can people get more information about the park or this opportunity?
So they can go on the internet, type in City of Calistoga, and click on the fairgrounds, and you'll find information about the RV park. And in order to reserve spaces, we use the Firefly reservation system. So all you got to do is type in the internet, either Calistoga RV Park, and you will find that, or Firefly Calistoga. And you can look up any information there too.
It sounds like a great opportunity for somebody who wants to spend a season working in the San Francisco Napa Valley area, but also a great place for RVers who are just out tootling around and exploring the area to stop and spend a week.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful place. I just love Calistoga.
What are the rates for the RV park?
is $70 for the full hookup, which is 50, 30, and 110 power, sewer and water. Nice large spots. There hasn't been an RV that has come in that hasn't been able to fit in those deluxe sites. And then there are some regular sites which actually do not have the sewer. Those are $60 a night, and there is a free clean out station.
That's excellent. Thank you very much, Shelli. I appreciate the time, and I hope it generates not only a lot of volunteers to come in and help support your park, but also people who are looking for places to stay that are in that area.
Very good. I really appreciate your time.
The Calistoga RV Park is a special place which offers Workampers the chance to live in one of the most desirable regions of California. By volunteering just 10 to 20 hours per week, Workampers receive a free RV site with full hookups. While the city of Calistoga currently has a dedicated couple managing the park, Fairgrounds Revitalization Director Shelli Wright said more Workampers may be needed in the future, especially as traffic grows in 2026 and beyond. The campground host's responsibilities are light. They include greeting and checking in guests, offering recommendations for local attractions, watering a few plants, and keeping the bathroom and shower facilities clean. There's no lawn care involved as the city contracts that out. Instead, the focus is on providing top-notch customer service, being a friendly face for visitors, and ensuring everyone enjoys their stay at Napi Valley. Workamping positions at the Calistoga RV Park are open to solos, couples, and even families with pets. The park and town are especially dog-friendly. In fact, many local restaurants even welcome four-legged companions. Hosts are asked to commit to staying at least 6 months, with a full year preferred, but shorter terms can be discussed depending upon the situation. When Workampers aren't on duty, they'll have plenty of things to enjoy, such as soaking in mineral hot springs, wine tasting events, dining at 5-star restaurants, and biking the scenic Vine Trail. When applying, Shelli conducts friendly, informal interviews, either via Zoom or in person. Final candidates must pass a background check and sign a volunteer agreement with the city. If you're interested in a future opportunity, set up a job alert at workamper.com or visit the City of Calistoga website at www.ci.calistoga.ca.us and navigate to the Fairgrounds and RV Park section. Today's episode was sponsored by Workamper News. Much more than just a job listing website, when you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your workamping dreams into reality. A Workamper membership opens the door to a one-stop shop for all things workamping. Being the original resource for workamping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of workampers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable workamping lifestyle, then membership is for you. Join today at www.workamper.com. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. Next time, I'll be speaking with an RV inspector who offers some suggestions on what to look for when making a first voyage shakedown trip in a brand new RV. I'll have that interview on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Thank you for listening.